Evening, everybody. How's it? Okay, this is going to be a bit of a short episode because I'm just going to show you all the things you missed due to some random issue that I have no idea was caused by, but is now apparently fixed. I'd recorded 2 weeks worth of episodes, and I was just going to render them as I got to them, essentially, because I was feeling lazy. And each one, there was some sort of issue. Some of the last two, it just goes black screen halfway through, which is just really strange. No sound, no screen. So I'm going to show, but that's whatever. I'm going to show you what actually happened in those episodes, roughly, and then we're going to have to continue on the next episode. Alright, so first things first, let's go visit our primary power source. Okay, so we added a new portal here, and this portal goes through to the machinarium, which we updated with these lovely factory blocks over on the sides, and this thing. And this thing is our fusion reactor, and it's really loud. Listen to this. Nice and loud, hey? And this, I know this isn't the most, amazing design in the world. I just like the look of it. I think this mass of green cables and whatnot, I actually quite like the look of it. And then down here we have a tank full of untextured liquid. We're just gonna take some of this. Can I not bucket? I can't bucket it. Okay. Well, that sucks. Alright, so these are chemical extractors, and what they're doing is they're just picking up all the water that I put in and they're turning it into deuterium. See? Deuterium. Which is filling up this thing. Which in turn fills up this thing. This thing can handle 30,000 or 20,000 mils, 20,000 mils. So this will keep going forever. And this produces a ton of power. It fills up these resonant energy cells in no time. I don't have an empty one, but yeah, it'll fill this thing up in seconds, and that's 50 million RF, which is about 500,000 Minecraft joules. I have a bunch of them floating about. So the plan was for this to provide all the power. So this is just providing power to the combs place. I don't know why I have to. But I had a problem with chunks unloading themselves. The chunk loaders aren't working great. So the next couple of videos involved me setting up the processing areas for the bees. And what I managed to get done is all the centrifuges when it opens up, because it takes a little bit of time after teleporting for the whole game to catch up. And these centrifuges are just any comb that comes in, they just get sorted out into these centrifuges. These squeezers over here are for seeds, and these ones are for, well, honey. I'm going to get loads of propolis. I've put in a second floor here. This is where we're going to put all of the genetic machines. So just in here. That should be fairly interesting. So nothing much has happened here. I'm just generating seed oil and honey, and that goes into these. Because I'm producing so many combs, I am producing a fair amount of honey. Seed oil is something that we really need to look into fixing. Not getting anywhere near enough of this, and this is deuterium, but because it's so it's only been generated in the next room, it's not generating enough to outstrip the supply at the minute. It takes a while for that to happen. So we have this extra room over here, and this is where my ME system is going to be sitting, as well as processing, because like I said, I was having real issue with chunks becoming unloaded, but if I'm in this area, all these chunks around me are unloaded, and this is where I'm going to be spending the majority of my time anyway. Sorry. Oh, that's noisy. Yeah, I've got hay fever starting again. It's fantastic. Right. Down here we have all of my laser drills. There are 13 here at the minute. There's going to be 16 here, 16 there, 16 there, 16 there, 64 of these things working away, dropping all their proceeds into ender chests. Whoa. Oof. Getting quite a bit of lag. Never mind. But this produces quite a lot, because the work goes up fairly quickly. There you can see it's some dark iron. That looks like some aluminium and copper. Doesn't travel really fast, but it travels fast enough. I think that's diamond. Yep, diamond. Lovely. And in the same area, because the ME area is only going to take up that quadrant over there. You can see it's basically split into 4 quadrants. So ME system is only going to be in that quadrant. Ore processing is going to be over here. There's going to, I can't remember what I was going to put over there. I think industrial machinery was going to sit in that area. Okay, but if you were observant, you noticed that there was another doorway over that way. This room is going to be used for mob essence processing. So we need a lot of mob drops. We need a bunch of just random stuff. I want to get into Darkcraft mob processing, and that all takes place over here. We're generating an okay amount of mob essence, not a lot at the minute. 800,000. It's not fantastic, but it'll do the job. So yeah, we need to work on that, and we need to work on that, and I probably will do the ME system shortly, probably off camera, because it needs to be done, and it's not particularly interesting to watch me start that up, because you've already seen me do one ME system. If you've seen me do one ME system, you've seen me do a million. We need to do things like processing force, and we need to start processing all of our liquid DNA. Over there we've got some bits for resonant ender, unstable redstone, some glowstone as well. All that stuff gets done because the laser drills help me produce loads of glowstone and redstone. And if we go back upstairs, I haven't done much here yet. I've done a little bit, but it needs more, way more work. I can show you the beginnings of the throne room. So there's the throne. I'm going to have this lovely brown carpet, it's actually quite nice. And I'm going to have several of these. I think that many. Anyway. And my throne. Anyway. I was going to go show you the reason why it was 4 episodes that you missed is basically that it took me a long time to get some of these other things ready, and they were kind of short. They were only like 10-15 minutes when I when I ended up recording them. What am I doing? Yeah, so I now have, I think, 25 ender lilies. It's crazy. I need to look at a way at possibly automating them, because that would be good. This is my mob essence process. It's just a bunch of zombie spawners. I'm sure I've shown you this before, but if we watch, come on, essence. There we go. Woo! It goes into here, but then it actually just gets pumped into that. I need to get rid of this thing. Just put that tank down there. Other than that, there's not much else to show you. It took me ages to get the freaking machinery in place sorted. And I think I actually basically spent one episode just making that first fusion reactor, which took a lifetime. And then another episode where I did a bit of caving, and I did a little bit more Ars Magica. I haven't really worked on that mage tower all that much. But we created a spell book and a few more spells, which I've left over at the tower, and I'm not going to go there just yet, because I don't want to show you that just yet. Other than that, we are done. Hilariously, I have a bumblebee in my house. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. You've been a fantastic audience as always, and we will see you next time. Adios.